Okay guys, now that we're logged in, we created our SSH keys and we're logged into our root. The next thing we want to do is set up our Linux distribution. So we're going to create a new user, give it administrative privileges. The reason why is because when you always log in with root, it's kind of like dangerous. You can easily make mistakes, you can mess up your whole server, so it's just to be on the safe side. We're going to create a new user, which when we log into that, we're going to always use the sudo command in front of it. So that's like an extra layer of protection. So let's get started with that. So set up Ubuntu Linux distribution. So we're already logged into our root. If you're not, just SSH root at and then your IP address. Hit enter and you'll be logged in. So let's add the new user. So copy right here from the clipboard. The link is going to be in the description for this blog. So shift insert and then hit backspace. We're going to change that new name to our username. Call it whatever you like. I'm going to say Joe. So any password, I'm just going to say 1234. And then you could just enter past all this. Okay, let's give the new user administrative privileges. So let's paste that in. Username is Joe. Alright, next step, number 3. I'm going to fix these numbers. I think I put 2 1s by mistake. But add a copy of your public key to your new user. So our SSH public key we're going to have to change where it says new name 3 times. Alright, let's paste that in. So backspace, Joe, then use the arrow key to go back. Be sure not to get rid of this gap here. And be careful not to delete any characters like the colon or any of these hyphens. Alright, once you've changed all 3 of those, let's hit enter. Let's check the status of our firewall. So it says inactive. Go to the next step. Let's allow open SSH. So we gotta allow the firewall to accept secured shell. And then enable our firewall. Alright, let's allow HTTP. Let's hit Y and then enter. So let's shift insert that. Allow HTTP. Allow HTTPS. Alright, so all we're going to do now is log out by typing in exit. And to log into our new user, you can actually just hit the up arrow to see like where you last logged in with the root. Otherwise, just type in SSH and just instead of root, you're gonna put your username. For me, I made it Joe. So SSH, your username, the @ symbol, then your IP address. And if you can't find that, just go back to your DigitalOcean and it'll be right here. Okay. So let's hit enter. Alright, so now I'm logged in as my new user. So let's type in clear, hit enter. So any type of command you're going to use while you're in the user, you want to use the keyword sudo. So alright, let's go to install the node part, which is right underneath our Ubuntu distribution. So the first thing we want to do is let's update the server So your password, for me, 1234. Install the latest version of Node. So right here I have version 14, but you can change that based on what version you're using. But 14 is fine. I'm just going to install it. So let's copy that and paste it in here. Okay, number 2, let's run the script from node source. And install Node.js. Okay, let's paste that in. If anything pops up like a box, just hit enter. Let's see. Let's verify that Node is installed, so I'm going to check the version. Alright, here's my version 14.20. npm is installed. Build the essential. Okay, let's paste this. Hit Y and enter. Alright, yeah, this is like the box that I was talking about. So if it pops up, just hit enter, and then it'll finish. Okay, so Node's installed, all good. Let's quickly add a domain name to our server public IP. Okay, so I would suggest you get a domain name. I'm using Namecheap. So in namecheap.com, just go ahead and create an account and purchase a domain. If you're looking for a cheap like test domain, using hyphens helps. So I'm going to say like my hyphen domain hyphen, and then put some numbers in like 4, 5, 6. And if you click search and then scroll down some, you'll find like some cheap $1, $2 domain. Like right now it's just loading, so but look for the cheapest price if you want just a test domain. But otherwise, go ahead and buy a domain name. And then we go to account and dashboard. Alright, once you're in your dashboard, you'll see your domain name. You'll just go to where it says manage. Make sure you select custom DNS. And here we're going to enter 3 name servers. If you only see like 1, 2 input fields, you can click add name server right here with the plus, and we'll eventually put something in. Check mark appears. That's how you save things, and you'll just save it. That'll be it. But then we got to go to leave it like that for now. I'm just showing you an example. Don't really type anything in because we got to go to DigitalOcean, and right here where it says create, let's scroll down to domains, click domain. Alright, enter the name of your domain that you purchased. I got one called buyfromcart.xyz just for testing for the tutorial. So all you gotta really do, you'll see the 3 name servers are right here. So right here we're under value. You can even copy one at a time. But you see NS1, NS2, and then NS3. So in your name cheap, that's where you paste those in. NS1, 2, and 3. So remember, hit the check mark and then that'll save it for you. Okay, so in your DigitalOcean, all you gotta do is enter two records. So use the @ symbol and then just click your server and create record. Then www, click here and then your IP address will pop up and create record. So you create 2 records. That's so that it works under the www subdomain and then the domain name itself. Okay, that's all it is for the domain name. I mean, later we're gonna add an SSL certificate so that you can use the secured HTTPS